Hey everybody, welcome back to the Skookum Report. I'm Bob, and I have a couple great Bigfoot encounters for you tonight from Indiana. But first I want to clear something up. My last video I asked a question, did Bobo pass away? And I had searched online and found a few things, and I put them in the video for y'all to read. And I asked if you all would dig into it for yourselves and find out. And I got a lot of good feedback. I got a lot of terrible feedback saying I was spreading rumors online and whatnot. But last night I got a chance to speak with Bobo via Facebook Messenger, and he told me to tell y'all that he is, quote, alive and kicking and not ready to soar off into the cosmos just yet. So, and he was fine with me and fine with my video, and just wanted to send that message. Bobo is alive and well. So this first Bigfoot encounter comes from Putnam County, Indiana. This was April 25th, 2007. And a couple were mushroom hunting along Big Walnut Creek in western Indiana. And real quick, I want to say both these Indiana encounters come from the archives of Bobby Shorts, and I want to thank her friends and family, as always, for allowing me to share all of her material and everything she worked so hard on. Again, I say it always, she was a good woman, and you guys should look into her and read about her. So a couple were mushroom hunting along Big Walnut Creek in western Indiana, and the two had separated to cover a bigger area in the forest looking for morel mushrooms. In Indiana, these are a gourmet delicacy and are sold for $20 to $30 a pound. Good Lord, I'm in the wrong business here. The man was finding several remains of mushrooms that had already been picked, and he had decided that other mushroom hunters had already picked the area. His wife was finding the same thing, and she was losing interest in finding any mushrooms. She had decided that the mushrooms had already been picked, and it had been done so very recently. Then she spotted a very small one that apparently had been missed by the earlier hunters. When she bent over to pick it up, she could hear a breathing sound. When she looked up, she could see a man. He was about 50 feet away and was staring at her. But as she looked closer, she could see it was not a man at all. But as she described it, it was a man-ape covered in blackish-brownish hair and had to be at least 7 feet tall. And he was standing next to a tree, and it was extremely motionless. And the more she looked, it became like a statue, completely motionless. She looked in the direction of where she thought her husband was, and when she looked back where the creature was standing, it was still there, except now it was completely behind the tree. All she could see was its shoulder, and it was being very still. She yelled and started running through the forest in the direction of where they had parked their truck. Her husband hollered back, and he set out to find out what was wrong. When he found her, she was back at the truck and shaking uncontrollably. She told him what she saw, and he remarked that he kept hearing something following him, and he thought it was her. But now he realized that he had been looking for mushrooms in the opposite direction of where she was, and he was hearing footsteps and low vocal chatter behind him the whole time. Thought it was her. That's crazy. They didn't call the police, but they contacted me because they knew about my research, and they heard about my research in the subject. And this gentleman's name was Larry Batson from the Wildlife Educational Services. Again, that was Putnam County, Indiana. This next one is near Indianapolis, Indiana. I used to live right near Indianapolis in a little town called Westfield till I was about 8 or 9. My dad was in the Union and he had worked there. But we came back home to Delaware, and that's pretty much where I was raised, right here in Sussex County, Delaware. I love it. Near Indianapolis, Indiana, 2 witnesses see a hominoid and believe they clipped it with their car. And this was given to Bobby Short by Scott Corrales. And it was March 2nd, 2007. The witness had just gotten off work early and was traveling down 200 North. One of his co-workers was traveling in front of him, a good 300 feet or so, when he noticed that he had swerved rather fast. So the witness expected a deer to come running out, but that was not the case. Sorry, I guess there's an airplane flying over. Or a helicopter. Oh well, I'm not going to edit that out. So the two witnesses, they had just got off work early. They were going down 200 North, and one of the co-workers was traveling in front of him, about 300 feet or so in front of him, when he noticed that he swerved really fast. So the witness expected a deer to come running out, but that was not the case. What he saw was a black, furry animal on two legs, walking all hunched over. He quickly tried avoiding it, but he believes he clipped it with his back end. He stopped, not sure just what had happened, and started looking in his driver's side mirror. He didn't see anything for a few seconds, but then something stood up right behind his Explorer. Holy crap. Terrified, the witness rolled down his window and could see the fear in his friend's eyes, who confirmed that he had seen the same thing, the very same creature. His friend started back to see it and heard it howling. The witness looked through the windshield and saw the creature trying to stand up on two legs again, but it kept falling over. It eventually got on all fours and ran off into the forest that way, on all fours. The two men then got out of their vehicles to look around, but didn't see anything. However, they did notice a large, fat mouse/gerbil-looking rodent on the side of the road, which was not afraid of them at all. They picked it up and they put it off into the grass and then left the area. You know, that sounds real familiar, like I've heard that one before. But it's still really, it's an amazing encounter. I hope that the Bigfoot wasn't hurt too bad, that it healed up. But, man, if you or anybody you know has seen a Bigfoot or had a Bigfoot encounter and sighting or anything, heard something strange, saw something strange in the woods, and you want to share it with us here at the Skookum Report, just write it down in an email and send it off to me at skookumreport@gmail.com. That's skookumreport@gmail.com. SKOOKUM report@gmail.com. I'll be sure to get it up on the show for you. It's not a problem at all. And this is definitely a safe place to share. Get stuff off your chest. Communicate with other people in the comment section below who have had, the same thing happen to them. And so just somebody to talk to so you know you're not crazy, because you're definitely not crazy. These things do exist. They're out there. Tens of thousands of people have seen them, and the government knows about them, and the government even has bodies from Mount St. Helens. It's a crazy, crazy thing how I get made fun of so much for believing in Bigfoot by people who don't even understand the subject matter. It's crazy. It pisses me off, but what are you going to do? People will be people. And don't forget to subscribe. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. If not, hit the thumbs down button. I don't give a shit. I'm here to help the people that need help, that want to get something off the chest. Leave a comment, talk to people in there. You can help each other. It's a community. And I enjoy telling these Bigfoot encounters. I enjoy listening to other Bigfoot encounters. I love Steve Vistal's channel, How to Hunt. I love Dixie Cryptid. Check them out. Cam at Dixie Cryptid. He's awesome. Anyway, so that's it for this Skookum Report. And I guess I'll catch y'all later. God bless and stay safe. And I am out.